Hello and welcome to Vegas Odds Football. I'm your host, Daniel Ocho. In this episode, we are going to be breaking down our Week 11 NFL betting picks. Next up, the Cleveland Browns on the road against the Buffalo Bills. Over-under in this game set at 47.5. The Bills are 9-point favorites. It doesn't feel like you can give the Bills enough points here. I know they're not some world beater, right? They have 3 losses at this point. They haven't necessarily looked incredible throughout the entire season. Their offense has struggled in the second half of the last 2 games now. They obviously choke away a game against the Dolphins early in the year, a game they probably should have won. Last week, a game they probably should have won as well. It's been a weird year for this Bills team. This team, over the last couple years with Josh Allen, has shown that they really struggled to consistently dominate regular season football. I think that speaks to both Josh Allen's limitations in terms of being an otherworldly talent who sometimes can be turnover prone, can make bad decisions with the ball. He has sort of put those issues behind him for extended periods of time, but at the same time, I mean, at a certain point, you need to acknowledge that part of the benefit, the cost benefit, whatever you want to call it, with Josh Allen is he's a guy who can make plays that no one else on the planet can make. But also part of that is that he's going to do some incredibly weird, dumb things with the football by trying to extend the play or trying to make the impossible play. He has obviously improved in that regard, but it makes them a little bit susceptible to blowing games in weird, crazy ways. This is a team that's playing for the Super Bowl. They're playing for January. So ultimately, if they end up with a top 2 seed, that's really the end goal of all this. I think they may be running out of time in terms of getting that number 1 overall seed, but they want to win the division, that's for sure. So I think this Browns team is just in free fall at this point, right? We look at what the Browns have done over the last month. They are just getting boat raced. They're really struggling to stay in games, despite the fact that they came into this year with one of the more complete rosters on paper in the entire NFL. Deshaun Watson is closing in on a return. I don't know what to expect with him, but for now, I can't see a world in which the Browns cover this 9-point spread against a Bills team that is probably pretty pissed off about how they blew that game last week. Give me the Bills here, -9. They take care of business at home against a Browns team that may be in some trouble.